believe in possibilities galore. Possibilities galore, which is why I said that I would sing and I would smile again.
Now just at the end, just tell the camera your name and a little bit about yourself and what's actually brought you here.
My name's Renee Elizabeth Rusnak, and well, a little bit about myself. I don't know, I'm many things. I'm here because I had acoustic neuroma surgery on October the 11th, and
that was 2004,
2004, right? And I'm obviously experiencing some right side paralysis, so I'm here to rehabilitate my muscles and to get back to where I was before.
All right, great.
I think inside I knew that I was just naturally beautiful, and that one of the things that completely defined me was I had this extraordinary, really big smile that people complimented me on a daily basis.
I probably took her to 50 different doctors, physicians, acupuncture therapists, physical fitness gurus, you know, you name it, chiropractors, you name it, it's like we've gone there.
I was modeling during this entire time, and unfortunately, most of the doctors that I saw felt that I looked like a very healthy female. You know, I got the aha moment last July, and I didn't want to face it. I really just didn't want to face it.
You know, we went through a whole period where she was barely able to even move her entire right side of her body.
I met Renee at Cedars,
Yes.
and she was having a lot of trouble with a big tumor, an acoustic neuroma. It was over 4 centimeters, and it was pushing on the brainstem and causing her a lot of balance problems.
This is a montage of the tumor at different cuts in Renee's head, and that's a very large tumor.
I remember driving myself to an emergency room using my left leg in 3 hours of traffic, whereupon I waited in the waiting room for 30 hours straight and was told that I probably had a slipped disc. I begged a chiropractor to send me to a neurologist so that they could give me an exam. I got into the neurologist, who immediately sent me for a brain MRI. And I got a call the next day to come into the doctor's office, and lo and behold, on the shiny light x-ray machine is my head with a huge tumor in it and my brainstem bent in half. And I had about 2 weeks to live at that point in time. The doctor whom originally diagnosed me, very unfortunately, when he diagnosed me, he didn't even have grace enough to tell anyone else other than me. He basically sat me down in the chair and said, "You're gonna die in a week."
Aria hit bottom with her illness, and after 10 years of being misdiagnosed, probably having 6 to 8 weeks to live, she called me and had been crying for a couple of hours, and we spent 2 hours and just broke it down. And it was really possible because of the truth that we had created between us and the trust that was there, so that she could see that she had been choosing death, and that in fact, she said to me, "I always knew I was going to die when I was 30. And I said the only payoff for that is that you can look back from the other side and see how clever you were. Ground zero was, it is what it is. I'm sick. I can't be a healer if I don't heal myself. I want to choose life. I want to be here. And she had never really said that before. And 48 hours later, she got diagnosed correctly for the first time.
I felt really betrayed. And I think that that was the biggest death for me, because I had had such an extraordinary belief in God and what I considered to be really positive aspects of life.
Kind of the thing that I guess I battled with this entire process was, how does somebody that's this beautiful, that is shining this much light, is this dedicated to love, is this dedicated to self-fulfillment and spirituality, and how could God continue to punish somebody on this extraordinary level? I truly believe that most people would just have given up and would not have, even if it's not giving up in the fact that they're gonna give up and be done with their life, they're gonna give up hope.
I had to stay on people's couches basically, during my recovery period, because I had no money, I went back to what I had always done, which is prayer, which was the thing that got me to the surgery to begin with and the thing that got me through it. So now I'm going back to prayer again. At this point in time, one of my girlfriends whom I had been living with, her father was having a fundraiser. And I remember she called me on the phone and said, "How much money do you need? If you can think of any grandiose amount of money that you would want, how much do you need?" And we thought of a very grandiose amount of money and said $57,000.
It was like Boy Scouts of America, you know, the Red Cross, and Renee area, you know, choose your charity. And they just had it all worked out.
I got a call from her about a week later saying that they raised exactly $57,000 for me. So this was an extraordinary, again, turning point for me. And I want to go to restaurants and I want to smile at people, and people are commenting back to me saying, "Smile," and you can't smile. I couldn't smile at all.
Well, you approached it a good way. Some patients, you know, are the opposite. They're upset, as they should be. I mean, God. But they sit on their duff and they don't do anything. But you said, look, I'm not going to live this way. I don't want to be this way. And I'm going to do every damn thing I can to get better. And you did.
I can't say per se that I feel transformed. I can say that I have a mission right now. And my mission is to share my story and to share my journey. So I feel like it was like a death and a new beginning almost.
What I do, I would do for nothing. I really would, because it's a gift. You can help people, and I think people that don't have that experience in their life, it's unfortunate.
I have her love, she has mine. There's a dedication there that's just truth, and that's what makes the entire process so awesome. I do have the strongest woman on the face of the earth.
I have really remarkable people in my life that teach me such incredible things all the time. I mean, the reason why I am how I am is because of the inspiration that I've received from the males and the females around me. I think I've been very blessed with empowered people in my life, very accountable people.
I wrote a poem about her. So it says, acoustic neuroma, a deceptive aroma of sound. When these beautiful words mean a thing meant to put your gem of a brain in the ground. Acoustic neuroma named for sound it will never hear. Does its job in your head, feeds on things out of whack and on fear. When sweetly named chaos thought to make a new home in your brainstem, this home of a brain made it double, then double, and then double again.
And I think of the ocean as my body, and I can't even grasp everything that's in there. I can't grasp all the possibility. So I don't know. And why would I want to project that that can't happen? I don't want to.